What's up, babes? This is Carlita Victoria. I am back with another video. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So look, y'all, I'm striving to get y'all propped up. Let me see if I can. Girl, I've been struggling. Let me see if I can work something out. Girl, let me move up. The sun is in my eye, but I'm trying to take advantage of it for the video. The lighting for the video. I'm striving to take advantage of this light. Okay, so what's up, babes? It's Carlita Victoria back with another video. So look, y'all, I just filmed a video for my locks. Let me see if I can get y'all propped up. I just filmed a lock video, but I wanted to come back on here and make a video and just talk to you, babes, about winning in life. So a lot of you, or a lot of people, think that you're winning. That was close. Maybe I could do the camera like that. Okay, yeah, that's better. So a lot of people think, oh, he lost me. He don't know what he lost. He don't know what he has until it's gone. These are common expressions that we as women use. Or men are like, oh, she didn't realize that she had a real good guy who was all about her, etc. Like, we use these philosophies, and we say to ourselves, they don't understand. I'm winning. I'm popping. I got it going on. You know what I mean? I'm that girl. I'm that guy. But the question is, what are you winning in? There's a couple things. You could be winning in life, but are you winning at life? Are you kicking the obstacles that come your way, or are you only quote unquote winning because you got the designer bags, you've got the luxury car, you've got the luxury apartment, you've got the look, you've got the career status? What do you determine winning as? Is winning the image that others see of you, or is winning at life when you're conquering your peace? Is winning at life when you're accomplishing your career goals? When you fall down 7 times, do you get up on the 8th time? Do you say, hey, this job might not have chosen me, but it's okay because God got bigger and better things. So instead of a job choosing me, I'm going to wait for my career path to just, do its course. So my question today, and the question that I want y'all to walk away from this video is, before this video ends, and today in general, I want you to ask yourself, what am I winning at? Because when you ask yourself, what are you winning at? And you answer all of the things that you're winning at, you got to ask yourself, is that only from an image perspective? Is that only from how people see me? Or am I winning at the actual things in life that I need to be winning? Am I kicking life's butt? Life has a way of kicking our butt, but have we turned around and said, life has been kicking my butt, and I might not care for my circumstances, but I'm gonna nip this in the bud, and I'm gonna turn it around, and I'm gonna kick the butt of life. I think if we shift our mindset, we shift our perspective, we shift our focus, we will find that we could actually win at more in life than just our looks. We can win at more in life than just what our hair looks like, our texture look like, our complexion look like, our bags look like, our house look like, our designers look like. We can look beyond the things that society often makes a thing. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. Oh, there's in the black community, I know in other cultures there's a lot of other things, but in the black community we often see this colorist thing where, oh, light skin versus dark skin. Let's be clear. Just because a person is light-skinned does not make them cute. Just because a person is dark-skinned does not make them cute, quote unquote, right? There's so many pretty dark-skinned women. There's so many handsome dark-skinned men. So many pretty light-skinned women. So many dark-skinned women or light-skinned men. Like, in the end of the day, sitting here and determining, oh, just because this person complexion looks this way, that makes them a better individual. No, like, just because this person could be light-skinned and this person could be dark-skinned doesn't mean just because they're light-skinned they're more qualified to do the job. Now, a lot of times people don't understand where colorism and where light skin and all this stuff plays a factor in our community with the I won't even just say the colorist aspect, the debate. A lot of people think, oh, they got that job because they were this or they were that. Now, when it comes to us as black people as a whole, we're black. You know what I mean? So whether you're light, brown, dark skin, midnight, it doesn't even matter. And when I say midnight, I'm just saying dark skin, because my thing is black is beautiful. A chocolate dark skinned man is handsome. A brown skinned man is handsome. We are all made of something that is just so unique. You know, my melanin, I'm grateful for my melanin. I'm grateful for being who I am. And I'm never going to wish for any other circumstance. I want to be who I am. But when you really look at the way things were done back in the day, you do tend to see that, oh, you know, certain, like, oh, babe got a crab. I'm coming in a little bit. I'll come see it. I'll come see it in a little bit. When you think about it, you've got, you know, back in the day when you would have the white slave masters impregnating the slaves, and then it became mixed babies, and then the bloodline would go further and further, whiter and whiter as they continue to procreate with lighter colors, which essentially some people probably seen that as like the lighter they are, the more value they hold, right? Because it's the closest thing to the white man. And I'm not making this video to be like racist or colorist, because I'm not racist and I'm not colorist. This is just literally just speaking on the topics in which I'm talking about within this video. So when you had that interracial mixing and you had that black people and white people mixing and having mulatto babies, and mulatto people having babies with another white man, which makes the bloodline whiter and whiter and whiter and whiter and whiter, still got percentages of black, but whiter and whiter and whiter, it was closer to that white. So it made people think that they were more qualified. They were something other. They were more than the average black person because, oh, I'm lighter than you. Oh, I'm da 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 da. And if you think that I'm wrong, this is just my personal opinion and perception of how we are in these conversations these days. Some people, they utilize that to make them feel like they're better than other people when it comes down to their skin. Other people understand, like Rosa Parks. No matter how light-skinned Rosa Parks looked, she still was considered black. You know what I mean? So having those drops of white in her did not make her white. She still was a black woman in the end of the day. She still was going to have to ride the, you know, in the back of the bus, etc. And now she put up a fight. So I salute Rosa any day, you know. But I'm just saying, if you guys go look at this movie, and I'm going to link it down below. I watched the movie when I was younger, and it was called By the Rabbit Proof Fence. I talk about it often. It was based in Australia with the Aborigines. And a long story short, they were taking children from their villages, etc., and they were taking them to these camps. I don't want to tell too much, but the moral of the story is they followed this rabbit-proof fence to get all the way back to their family's house. But I want y'all to watch that video because it's going to give you more of an insight on how mixing black with the white bloodline, how that ended up going down and down and trickling down. Watch that. But also watch the movie Passing. It's a movie called Passing. And the woman in the movie, she grew up black. I mean, she was mixed or what have you, and her friend was predominantly, you know, you could tell she's a black woman. But the other lady looked like she could be a white woman, but really she was mulatto. She was mixed. Her adult life, she married a white man. She had a family that looked like she had a white family. She, in those times, was passing. She was passing to be a white woman when really she was a black woman. When she was passing, she gained the benefits of being a white woman because she appeared to be a white woman. She was able to be in certain places that black people couldn't be. She married a white man. She had white kids or mixed kids, but he thought they were white, obviously. But the moral of the story is in that movie, she was passing. And when she was passing, and when they're saying passing, they're saying going for something that she was not. She was passing as a white woman, even though she was a black woman. She was able to gain a lot of benefits by passing as a white woman that she would never have gotten as a black woman. So a lot of that philosophy of thinking that, oh, being lighter or being mixed or being this or being closer to white gave you more benefits, privileges, is because like in that movie and during those times, it would have. But we're in 2025. And people should understand that just because I'm light-skinned and she's dark-skinned does not make me more qualified because she's dark-skinned. Like, I'm the lightest sibling of my siblings. I have sisters who are dark-skinned. I'm light-skinned. We never, growing up, I don't know about y'all, but growing up, my sisters and I, my siblings, we have never once had a conversation on, oh, she thinks she better than me because she light-skinned or she dark-skinned. We didn't even talk like that when it came down to the colors of our skins. We're black in the end of the day. It doesn't matter if my sister's dark-skinned. My sister is married and she's dark-skinned. My brother-in-law is light-skinned. And they have the same father. My sister's 2 kids have the same father. And do you know, they both look like my sister. One of my nephews is very light-skinned. One of my nephews is very dark-skinned. They got the same parents, and they just so happen to look like my sister. When they go places, people automatically think that maybe she had a kid from, and they don't necessarily say this to us, but some people think like, and maybe to her, yes, but you think like, oh, that she must be now married to her second kid's father or something like that. But in reality, my light-skinned nephew is the oldest and my dark-skinned nephew is the last, but they have the same parents. So that is how it works with our, just DNA and blood, like genes, recessive genes. That's how babies are able to pick up the color. Like, you might pick up all of my features, but you might have your daddy's eyes. Or you might pick up all your daddy's features, but you might have something that looks like me or nothing. You literally can skip different generations. And your child, you can have 2 light-skinned people who baby can come out like brown skin or dark skin. But you got dark skin and brown skin family members. That is how DNA, that's how things work. So I say all that to say, I know that we've talked about this video about winning in life, is the color of your skin as black people does not determine your worth. I can't speak from a white perspective because I'm not white. It's like I said, it's not a racist video. It's not to knock them. I can only speak from being a black woman. So that when I make the comment that the color of our skin being black, I'm not saying certain opportunities people don't bypass us because of who we are. I'm not going to say that I can speak for every company. But what I'm telling you from a black person to a black person is your skin color does not determine your value. If somebody can't get with the way you look, somebody can't get with the way you smile, somebody can't get with your tattoos, your whatever, your features, then that company, that person isn't meant for you. I remember when I used to be working in jobs, I worked in this one job. This guy was like, I had on long sleeves and he could see my tattoo. And he was like, oh, you have tattoos? We don't have tattoos in this company. And I said, okay, well then I guess I'm not going to be working in this company, because I already knew from that interview you were trying to make a discriminatory situation by my tattoos. My tattoos were covered. All he saw was a little piece of my tattoo. And nowhere did I see that tattoos were not allowed. But there's this connotation, there's this stereotype that goes with tattoos, that a person who has tattoos, like you're less educated or you're not capable in certain fields, or like that's tacky. And you know how many people I know who don't have tattoos and they don't even come close to my intellect? So don't let somebody write you off because you're tatted up. Don't let nobody write you off because you're black. Don't let nobody write you off because you're mixed. Don't let nobody write you off because you are dark skinned. In the end of the day, your features are what God gave you. Yes. So all I'm saying is, don't let people write you off because the color of your skin, or write you off because of your tattoos, or write you off because you've got a past, a bad past, or whatever. Everybody is capable of changing their ways. Like, you know what I mean? So if there's a guy who's watching my video who, or a woman who's watching my video and you've always been in trouble with the law growing up, that does not mean that you can't turn a new leaf and start a new life. You could do whatever you want. There's a way around everything. So don't let your past and don't let the things that you've been through keep you from moving forward, or allow somebody to make you feel like you're not worthy because of what you've gone through or been through. So don't allow that to happen, because you could be and do anything you want. You can be anything you put your mind to. It doesn't matter what you've been through. Look at Tyler Perry. Like, I know Tyler Perry gets a lot of backlash, and we all may have our opinions of certain things or whatever, like just as individuals. Tyler Perry used to be homeless. Tyler Perry used to sleep in his car. Tyler Perry used to just, you know what I mean, go through a lot of different situations. But guess what? You know who his name is. Whether you like him or you don't like him, you know who his name is. You know he produced this film. You know he bought this. You know he... So moral of the story is, don't give up. Your situation might not look as good as you want it to look right now. You can have nothing in your bank account right now. You could have just lost your job. You could have just lost your kids. You could have anything bad could have happened to you, quote unquote, right now. But if you believe that you can change your circumstances, you believe that God will change them for you, then don't let that one day or that one time period of your life that's going to look like 1 second of your whole entire life make you get off course or stop believing that it can happen. Nothing good, nothing worth having is going to come easy. So you're going to have to go through some struggles. You're going to have to go through some obstacles. You're going to have to go through days where you're smiling and there's nothing that you feel like you're smiling about. Find the joy in the moments that doesn't seem so joyful. So when you have that gratefulness, like, Lord, I'm grateful to be in my right mind. Lord, I'm grateful to have freedom of speech. I'm grateful to be able to communicate. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to walk. I might not have everything I need. My bills might be late. My things might not be where they need to be. But I trust you, and I know that this little distant situation is not going to be my entire life. So believe that you can and you will. So like I said, going back to the beginning of this video when I talked about winning, what are you winning at in life? Or what are you winning at? Just remember that on your quest to win, on your quest to greatness, the winning is not associated with, oh, she's this color, she's that color, she's got this type of blemish on her past, she did this, she did that. Win from within. If your inside is willing to change, it doesn't matter what has already happened. What was yesterday is not today. What the past was is not the present. So whatever it is you feel like you are battling, or whatever validation that you think you need, just understand that you don't need the validation of anybody. Somebody's inability to see your worth doesn't mean you're not worth it. So again, when you watch this video and you go about your day today, I want you to remember a few things. You can do whatever you set your mind to. Whoever told you you can't, you can. The color of your skin does not dictate the intellect that you have, and it does not dictate your future. Win with things that are assets. Don't be sitting here talking about you winning because you have materialistic things. If somebody stripped you from everything you had today, what do you have left? Do you have your character? Do you have your morals? Do you have your values? Do you have standards? Do you have tenacity? Do you have the things that are going to propel you into a positive direction? What do you have if you are stripped of all of your material possessions today? Because the things, the intangible assets, the things that you can't touch, the assets, things that are of value that you have, the intangible assets that you have are not based on material, tangible resources. The things that money can't buy are the things that are going to get you in this life. But if you see everything as money, 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 material, if I lose to this today, I've lost my whole life. That is a materialistic way of thinking. I can lose everything today. I cannot have nothing today. But I know that I got my right mind. I know that I got joy. I know that I have peace. I know I have people that love me. I know that I have people that I love. Those are intangible assets. Those are things of value that you can't touch, things of value that money can't buy. So when you think about how you're winning in life, make sure you think about the things that money can't buy. That's how you're going to win at life. That's how you're going to really win at life. Surround yourself with people who want the same things as you. Surround yourself with people who are better than you. If you are sitting at the table with a group of people and you are the most financial, you are the best dressed, you are the person who has the more assets, you're sitting at the wrong group of friends. You're sitting with the wrong asset at the wrong table. You have to, and I won't even say friends, because your friends won't all necessarily be at the level you're at, and you won't be at the level they're at. Everybody just has to have a growth mindset. But your acquaintances, whatever. Don't be sitting amongst people who don't want more for themselves. Don't be sitting at a table with people who you're better than. Because the successful people, the people who really, really want to be great, are sitting at a table with people who are like-minded like them, who are on the same wave as them, and they're also sitting with people who are better than them, so that can pull them up. So if you turn around and you look and you're always the one at that table, it's 10 of y'all friends, and you're the only one who's doing something, or you're one of the two who's doing something, you might be sitting with the wrong group. You don't necessarily have to wish them any bad. You could just move on in peace and not deal with it. Surround yourself with like-minded people and you will go places. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I probably will post another video today. I've already got one posted now, and then this one's going to be pretty long. So make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful babes in my next video. Later. Thanks for tapping in.